Hi, today Ask F5 shows you how to configure a virtual server on a big IP system to automatically redirect HTTP requests to HTTPS using a local traffic policy in the configuration utility. You should consider using this procedure when you want to use a local traffic policy to redirect all incoming HTTP virtual server requests to the HTTP virtual server configured for the same DNS host or IP address. An alternative method F5 recommends is to use an I rule, which provides additional flexibility such as redirecting an HTTPS virtual server on a non-standard port or using an IPv6 HTTP virtual server. For more information about using an I rule to redirect HTTP requests to HTTPS, refer to this article linked below. To configure the big IP local traffic policy to redirect HTTP requests to HTTPS, you first create a local traffic policy that includes a rule to detect incoming HTTP requests and redirect them to an HTTPS server. You then associate the local traffic policy with the appropriate HTTP virtual server on the big IP system. Certain policy actions support tool command language or TCL command substitutions, which provide flexibility when you configure policies. Before you begin, make sure you meet the following prerequisites. You have administrative access to the big IP configuration utility. You have existing HTTP and HTTPS virtual servers that use the same virtual address on your big IP system. The impact of this procedure depends on your specific environment. F5 recommends that you test these changes during a maintenance window and consider the possible impact on your applications and users. First, configure a local traffic policy to redirect HTTP requests to HTTPS using the configuration utility. To do so, log into the configuration utility, go to Local Traffic, Policies, Policy List. Select Create. Enter a name for the policy. For strategy, select the appropriate option for your application environment. If you only need to redirect HTTP requests to HTTPS, you can use the default setting Execute First Matching Rule. Select Create Policy. Under Rules, select Create to add a new rule. Enter a name for the rule. For match all of the following conditions, leave the default setting All Traffic. For do the following when traffic is matched, select the plus icon to expand the options. In the first list, select Redirect. For location, enter the following TCL command. Note that the getField HTTP host 1 function extracts the host name from the host header. If the header includes a non-standard port, this expression removes the port from the host header. For select Request instead of the default HTTP proxy request. If you require the policy to trigger at the HTTP proxy request event, an explicit HTTP profile is required in the virtual server. Select Save to save the rule. To save the new rule and policy without immediately activating it, under General Properties, select Save Draft. To save the rule and policy for immediate use, select Save and Publish Policy. After you create and publish the local traffic policy, you associate it with the HTTP virtual server so that the HTTP requests are redirected to HTTPS. To do so, log into the configuration utility if needed, and go to Local Traffic, Virtual Servers, Virtual Server List. Under Resources, for the HTTP virtual server that you want to redirect, select Edit. Under Policies, select Manage. In the Available list, select the local traffic policy you created in the previous step and then move it to Enabled. Select Finished to apply the policy to the HTTP virtual server. That's it. If you have questions or comments, please send us an email. Thanks for watching.